Today marks 1 year since the fatal Westfield Bondi Junction stabbing in Sydney. The families of the 6 victims are remembering their loved ones as they prepare for a gruelling 5-week inquest.
One year on, the memory of one of Sydney's darkest days is still being felt across the community.
It's horrible, to be honest. I think about it quite a lot, especially when I come out to here shopping. It could happen to anyone.
Last year, on April 13 at Westfield Bondi Junction, 40-year-old Joel Couchy went on a stabbing rampage. Shoppers ran for their lives while others hid inside stores. 6 innocent lives were lost.
You're looking at who's coming up each time, who's going to be the next one that's named. And then, Jade's face come up and I was just in shock.
Jade Young, Yishuan Cheng, Faraz Tahir, Dawn Singleton, Pakria Dachia and Ashley Good.
I am Ashley, the osteopath at Healthspace Bondi Junction.
Who was stabbed as she was trying to protect her 9-month-old daughter, who survived.
And I was delighted to be informed that she's moved from critical to serious. That is a big change and a significant improvement in the darkest of times.
Couchy was diagnosed with schizophrenia at the age of 17 and was unmedicated at the time. He was shot dead when New South Wales Police Inspector Amy Scott intervened.
I was here half an hour that's happened, half an hour before that happened. It's our yards in here. Every day I come to Bondi Junction, I was so crying. It's just very emotional.
Terrible tragedy, and I still kind of fear it.
But on the same day the worst in humanity was on display, so too was the best. Inspector Amy Scott was praised for her decisive actions. She entered the shopping centre alone after reports of the attack. She was on duty nearby and arrived a few minutes after the first 000 call. Attending the vigil last year, the Prime Minister applauded members of the public and first responders for their heroic actions. The families of the victims are now preparing for a 5-week inquest, which will begin in late April. The inquest will examine security footage and hear from witnesses and experts in an effort to understand what went wrong and what could have been done to have prevented the tragedy. It will also look into whether there were gaps in the mental health system that left Couchy unmedicated and unsupervised. Security guards at all Westfield malls have since been issued with stab-proof vests and body-worn cameras to prioritise the safety of staff and customers. A reflection site outside Westfield Bondi Junction has become a place of remembrance. Members of the community have been invited to visit this area to pause and remember those whose lives were taken too soon. Crystal Wu, Sky News Sydney.